Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to Munkängarna in Kinnekulle. It's a massive beautiful nature reserve, as you can see here, with a lot of beautiful white flowers. I think they are called garlic flowers or ramlök in Swedish. It's a big massive nature reserve where this is just this big area where there are like massive amounts of them. And actually this is the third time I'm here right now in about 1 month. I was here 2 weeks ago and I tried to photograph and there was like maybe 2-3 flowers. As you might see beside me, all around me, there is a lot of wild garlic, because this place is famous for its beautiful wild garlic fields that usually come around May and June. But as you might be able to see, I'm too early. And here's also a photo. That's the only photo I actually took that I actually liked, and so here that's the one is as well. But I'm back now again because I waited for 2 weeks to hopefully see all the flowers having bloomed. And well, they have bloomed, a lot of them, and it's very, very pretty. I am a little bit pissed off actually, because people have decided that they don't want the flowers to have bloomed. So I'm gonna see if I can show you this. Here and like everywhere around here, there are people have walked down all the flowers and killed them. You're not allowed to do that in this area. Of course, you're not allowed to do that because it's a nature reserve. But they have destroyed this whole area. There's a lot of places where there was super beautiful flowers before, and I can see that beautiful compositions, but people have just walked on them and destroyed them. Let's see if I can show you here. I'm gonna go walk to where they walked. But over here, there's a big beautiful tree. And by this tree there was a lot of beautiful flowers, and I think that would be a pretty cool photograph. But because people have decided that they were gonna walk to that tree, there is like nothing, no flowers anymore. So it might be harder for me to find compositions I like right now, and that makes me a little bit annoyed. But I will do the best with the situation I have, and I'm very early in the morning because I wanted to be alone here, because usually this place gets packed with people. So I'm gonna see what I can take. I know I will be able to take some good pictures anyways, even though a lot of people have destroyed a lot of beautiful places here, and that's very mean of them, especially for nature. But I know I will get some good photos. So let's see what I can do, and join me. Because this area is it's still a very wild area, even though there's a lot of these beautiful flowers. There's also a lot of like fallen down trees everywhere and stuff like that, and that makes some of the scenes very chaotic. So right now I'm just taking a small path around this area to see if I can find any place here where there are a big opening that is very beautiful, or where I can see the flowers with also a supporting subject. Because right now I'm just looking around and I'm seeing, well, some good supporting subjects as well as the beautiful flowers, but also a lot of like branches like dead everywhere. So I'm trying to find a good area where I can just focus on some small parts. But yeah, like, let's see here. I'm walking on the trail, like where the else can walk, but some people just decide to walk there instead. I hope this video is not going to become like a downer video, because I'm just mad all the time. So I'm gonna try to stay positive anyways. But yeah, so I'm gonna see if I can find a specific area where there's maybe like a big tree that is alone with not a lot of stuff around it, like destroying the composition, and then a lot of beautiful flowers. I'm now at a small like path here where there is a big fallen down tree, and then there's a lot of this beautiful wild garlic. And so right now I'm just trying to focus on a single one. I think it's over here somewhere. There I'm just taking like a simple composition where the only thing in focus is that one, and I'm just using a very big aperture just to get that one in completely focused by itself. It's a pretty simple photograph, but because this area is so chaotic, I think I might need to take those kind of photographs where they are pretty simple in their compositions, especially right now, before I find the good big composition I'm looking for. I'm looking for a very massive composition because this whole area is so cool. So I want to find a cool composition where I can get everything and just show off the whole area instead of just showing off how the flowers look. But also this cool like fallen down trees everywhere. I'm gonna see if maybe I can take a couple photos on those trees and see if I can get a cool composition as well, because I've seen some people have done that in this area, but I don't know exactly where, and I don't want to copy them exactly, but I want to maybe copy their vibe a little bit because it was such a good photograph. But yeah, I think this turned out pretty good. And I'm gonna go a little bit further in. There is like a camping area where the people sit with their benches, but over there I know there's a big open area, so hopefully they have not walked down this area as well, and I can take a good, like, big photograph as well. But yeah, it's super pretty here. And also these flowers, because they're named wild garlic, they actually smell like garlic. They smell like white garlic, so it smells like, I don't know if you have ever made like pasta bolognese and put a lot of garlic in it, because this is exactly how it feels. It feels like I'm at like home cooking like a pasta bolognese or something, and it smells very good. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get to that big open area and see if I can get good compositions as well there. And yeah, so let's do that. I just got out here to this area I was talking about, and as you can see behind me, there is a lot of these open areas where there's a lot of these white flowers. Of course, there are some places where people have walked down a bit on them, but they have not walked into like the big area, so I'm pretty safe right there at least. But also there's a lot of like branches stuff hanging down. But I found one composition I think is pretty cool. Maybe hard for you to see, but right here there's a little bit bigger tree right here in the middle, and it's just covered around the bottom of it with the white flowers, and then I have these trees here and these trees here. So I took a very small, like, it's almost a panorama, but it's not really a panorama, it's probably going to become squared. So where this is one of the focal points, like start point, and this is end point, and then it's working together, and this one is in the middle. So this is like the main focus, but these are like two elements that are, I use those trees to frame the big tree I actually want you to look at. So the other trees are just there to help me frame it, and I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. Because this area is so beautiful and it's so untouched, I'm gonna see if I can walk around this whole area and see if I can get another good focal point through, because right now I'm just shooting on my 100-300, so I can zoom in a lot and still get a very good picture. So I'm gonna see if I can move around and actually find a good composition where I can just shoot through and hopefully not be like the other people that have killed the flowers. So I'm taking a very similar photo to the other one I just took, and it's of this tree right here, and it's the same kind of concept. I'm using other trees to frame that tree, but because this area is much more open, I can use my much smaller lens and get a much wider photo, and I'm taking a very bigger panorama, so it's more like a 16:9 aspect or something like that. And I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. All of these trees are very, very beautiful. They are super duper pretty, so I'm very happy. So I think it's gonna turn out well good as well. And yeah, I can see that light is actually coming through right now. There have been light for a long time, because in Sweden right now the sun goes up at 4. So we have had light for 4 hours at this point, but it's a little bit cloudy today, so they have not really shown through. But I'm starting to see small spots of light right now that's hitting some parts of this forest. So hopefully I can also get a cool light composition. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one as well, at least in my eyes, and I hope it's gonna turn out as well when I edit it as I see it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue back a little bit more and see what more I can find. I've actually walked out on some of the fallen down trees here pretty carefully, because some of them are pretty rotten, so when you walk on them you can just push through. But these are pretty okay to walk on, and the reason I'm doing that is because of this. As you can see here, there is this big wild garlic area, but there are these trees that have fallen down that are creating like leading lines. So right now I'm using this tree and this one. This one has a little big bump in it, so I'm using that as a starting point, and it's together working to this area right here. And then I'm using, I think, this one, and it's also going to this area, like leading lines. So hopefully it's super pretty in my eyes, but I'm a little bit worried it might be too chaotic, because there's a lot of stuff happening around it, and it's not really like an element that is like speaking the most. My hope is that the elements together speak and create a big picture, instead of just one element taking over, like the harmony of the chaos, I guess. It's very pretty, so I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. there are some of these fallen down stumps everywhere that I'm gonna try to take photos of, because they are also surrounded by this white garlic. And so I'm gonna see if I can take any photos of them as well, because they are as pretty as the fallen down trees and also the flowers, because a lot of them are very old, and I think this area is pretty wet area, so everything has a lot of moss on it, so they are also very like beautiful textures to them. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm gonna see what I can do. This whole area, as well as being a beautiful wild garlic area, is also a part of Kinnekulle, and Kinnekulle is, I think at least, pretty known for their big limestone. So this whole area is like surrounded in like a valley, and all the rocks here are limestone. And as you can see, limestone has a cool tendency to create very cool lines through them. So I just took a photo of that one that is just above a small water source, and then I'm gonna see if I can maybe take another photograph around here, because there are a couple of these pretty cool lines, but maybe they are too close to actually get a full composition of. But actually I can show you a couple of photographs I took of a place called Mantorpsfallet, I think it's called that, and it's very close to here. It's maybe like 20 minutes car drive. Here are some of the photos, and I think they're pretty cool, and this whole area is very, very cool. So I just took a photo of this one to see if I can, because this is pretty majestic, and yeah, I just wanted to show you that off while I'm here. I just came back to the first place I took a photograph, and I found another massive view once again of this field right here, because right where I took that first photo I took of the flower is the most dense field of them all, where there's the most amount of flowers, and there is a very big open area that is showing off a very like big, let's see here, like this big dead tree here in the middle. And so I just took a super wide photo of just that one in the middle. That was a little bit experimental, so I don't know if that even worked. And then I took a more zoomed in and more classic collie one photograph, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of also like fallen down trees going to that tree, so there are a lot of like natural leading lines. So yeah, it looks super good. But yeah, because this area is so densely packed with flowers, I'm gonna stand here and just look around with my eyes for a bit and see if I don't miss anything, because this is probably the most photogenic area I can be in right now. So I'm just looking around, seeing any more good compositions before I move on. But yeah, it looks super good. I'm actually on my way out again, and actually the car is pretty much right there. But on my way out, I'm actually seeing this beautiful, as you can see, rail line here, and it's actually in use, but I think because it's so sparely used, there is a lot of green everywhere on it. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's a good picture. So I actually just stood here in the middle on this path here, and I took a photo right here. So I used the whole rail as a lead line going through and to the area. So I'm not really actually focusing on anything. I'm just focusing over here. But then I'm just using the rail as a lead line just to show off this big, beautiful green forest around it. So I took one photo where I took pretty wide right here, then one here, and then one here, so I could get some of the path as well, just as one more element. And then I took a photo like a little bit from here to get this kind of cool view as well. And I think it's gonna turn out pretty cool. It's a very simple photograph. Even though simple, I think it's pretty. So I'm pretty happy with it. But as you can see, because I'm very close to my car, I'm actually pretty close to leaving this area. But I'm taking a little bit of a detour. I'm walking through this part as well, because usually you just walk through this path right here and go to the car. But I'm gonna try to walk through this part and see if I can get any more photos while I'm here. I might as well use the time I have. Welcome back. I actually went to a small... Oh, it's here. I have a lot of mosquitoes on me. It's that time of the year, so I can't really help it. But I'm actually at a place called Lasses Grotta, so Lasses Cave. It's actually like a house inside of a mountain from the 1800s, because they started to, when this whole area started to get more people, there was a family of Lasse and his wife that built this house, and it's just like a it's like a small half cave that is just built a wall around, and they lived out of it. It was sadly demolished by some people, but the government here in Kinnekulle have rebuilt it, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I tried to take a photo of it. I took a very simple photo of it. I just took it from down here and just photographed up, because there aren't really any good compositions I can find here that are like special anyways. But I can actually, while I'm here as well, I can even show you it, because it might be fun to just see it. So now I'm leaving the photography part, and now it's adventure part, I guess. So yeah, so let's see here. So as you can see here, it's just like it's like a small house. See if you can see this. Oh yeah, good camera. It's very low ceiling, so I'm almost hitting my head. But then he had this out here to watch out that. And right here, oh yeah, you can see it. This is the fireplace he had, and then he probably had something to protect him from the wind on the windows. I don't really know what, because I don't think people had glass. I don't think glass was for this type of people when this house was built. But yeah, it's very cool. This whole area, Kinnekulle, is amazing nature area, because there's such a mass of weird stuff here around, like this limestone, Munkängarna and stuff like that. And I also know there's some cool parts by the water as well. There is one of the biggest lakes we have here in Sweden. I don't remember if it's Vänern or Vättern. I will show you which one it is. And because it's so big, there's a lot of cool areas around it as well. But I was at one of those areas last time I was here, and I tried to take a photograph, but it didn't really turn out well at all. So I decided I'm not gonna go there today either. But yeah, so that's the last photograph I just took. It's pretty much, you can see how I took it. It's like this. I just photographed from here and up here. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I was a little bit bummed out in the beginning, but I'm happy now, and I think I turned some good photograph, and I hope I was able to show off how cool this area is. But yeah, so I will see you in the next one. Bye.